Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to show you how to make this creation. You already read, you already saw the title, so you know this is for stop motion. This is wait, okay. So this is what a blank spattien looks like. You can customize it to make your own custom characters, but if you're using spattien, yeah, that's the name for a species. Basically, as long as you're not connected to my works and it's your own continuity, I don't care what you do with them. Now let's get to the main part, making these things. This one is incomplete. Keep in mind that the paper on the hands, it, it acts like a membrane. Mm, Membrane like hold like you know how there's saying between bones to keep bones together? Yeah. This is a completed hand. The reason the hand is made out of paper is so that way it's replaceable. Well, wait. So yeah, that's one thing you're gonna need. When you still get wire, I use 20 24 yeah, 24 gauge galvanized steel wire. If depending on how many you're making, you're gonna need a regular popsicle stick, jumbo popsicle stick, alien tape, and and floral wire. You know the stuff you use to make fake flowers with and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a W5. W stands for 5 wires. As you can tell, the body is most made out the green floral wires, and and held together by wrapping the steel galvanized wire, wrapping it around it. You start at the neck, by the way, how long the limbs and hands will be affected by how, how big you make the head and neck. That will affect the size of the limbs. So first you basically make the head, then you tie the galvanized wire around the neck. By the way, when you first do it, you basically have the head like this, so that way the car can go over. Car is just to cover this, just to protect it. Think of it as more like a skin or anything. You see, and then I usually go this way. You don't need to go all the way down to this point. Like, let's say almost halfway. Like around this point, you will stop. Then wrap the wire around it, going back this way, and then you will add another wire. By the way, make sure y- you see how both ends of the two wires are meeting. Yeah, basically keep that in mind. So, as I was saying, I will wrap it around here, stop at this point, now wrap back, and then have the ends of these two wires point down here, which is obvious. And I'll show you what happened next. Okay, so minor tip. When it comes to the limbs, make sure each end of the wires are meeting, or basically are at even length. It helps. But if you mess up, it's okay. No, like check this out. This one I messed up on because one of these is slightly longer than the other. It's okay. Now I'm about to show you what. you to make the legs. Okay, so take a wire and basically try to find an even point where the legs are bent, and we're trying to bend it at a point where the ends of the wire, of this this wire and this wire meet, mm, both meet the end, bo- both of them meet one of the ends of this wire while it being bent. I'm talking about this wire. This is like the inner side of the leg, by the way. By each one being two wires, I mean held together by galvanized steel wiring, it makes it last long. Do not twist these wires together. You just end with a W4, which doesn't last as long. Technically, the W4s are broken on me yet, but yeah, you don't want to be testing that. You especially don't want these things breaking animation. Plus, really good for when you want to make a customizable character and want to be able to reuse the puppet later. Just give me a moment while I put this in place. Okay, so yeah, I'm saying like that. No, don't think this spot is the waste of the actual puppet when spattien puppet when it's done. So, so we basically just, hang on. So we just loop the wire around here a few times. I say this to this point, just far enough for it to hold its positioning. No, you're not. It's gonna be hard to get it perfect every single time, though. Don't get mad if they're not perfectly aligned. That's when you're closer to what the thing begins at. Have it bunched up closer, but you can have, but after three loops, you can have it spread out a little bit. I'll come back to you guys when I'm done with this part. By the way, if you did what I just mentioned, while you're looping it back, you don't have to be as thorough. So basically, so like you got the wire, but the loop can be a lot wider on the way back until you get to this point. Okay, so if you're wondering, we're done using the steel gauge wire at this point. Why don't we just cut off here? Well, if we cut off here, it might interfere with something. So we're going to loop it back all the way to this point, and just then cut it and try taking off the six out into right here. I'll get. I'll come back to you once I'm at that part. Okay, we're at that. So try to cut off a little bit. Make sure you have it at the point. Here. And yeah, well, I said earlier about this is not the waist. Yeah, because Spidey and Puppet, so of course are all along on this. So we do this. And then, yeah, now this is. the main okay, so yeah, when when you're at this stage, yeah, it looks kind of like a regular stop motion boppage. But this is now at the stage where the alien tape, hot glue, and jumbo popsicle sticks will come in at. Just let me pre-cut the pieces. Okay, so now I already got started on this one. So, by the way, the size of the head and neck will affect the the length of the other limbs, and where the torso will become doubled. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now we'll take a piece of alien tape, and which piece is this? This piece will act as our head. Now try to get a 90-degree angle on the top of the head. Or something close to that, because it will make it easier to customize later. There's one ways you go about so, applying an alien tape to the thing. You could go for the double decker sandwich method. You use two pieces of alien tape, or you could go with the bookmark method, which is this one. But keep in mind, this is a strong double-sided tape. Once you close this on itself, there's no undoing that. But when you customize a spattien puppet, you can reverse it. So I mean you can use the same puppet for different characters while actually destroying the components. So if you change your mind later and want to bring back that character, it's an option. By the way, try not to have the alien tape bleed over the sides, because that will mess with customization. And this part goes without being said, but you want to make sure this thing, the head is basically like centered. And here you can't use the book method here. You just use a piece that is a little bit longer than the head for the torso, or should I say chest. No, you need two pieces to see the shoulders. And by doing that, you can do this. No, this detail is optional. You can add hot glue to like the spot right here and slide the straw up, and then the straw will stay in place. It's kind of optional. I suggest you do it just yeah, safe side. Now I'll show you what these look. I'll show you the rest of the details soon enough. Wait one more. Okay, I'm at. So yeah, you're going to need a piece of paper. Now you're borrowing. Why are the hands made out of paper? Made out of paper so that way the hands are repairable. So if the pair get worn out that is on that hand, you can just take it off and apply a new one. Though if they you need to make sure these are a little bit high a little bit. But if you're worried about them sliding off, just apply a piece of clear tape. Well, wait, many times you just need some paper and some clear tape. Try not to go with a completely crappy one. Do not go with crappy one. Then apply a piece of clear tape over this part, just so that way it doesn't slide back off. Okay. The rest of this is kind of clear. By the way, one last detail. When you make the feet, basically, I haven't done this, but you have the foot. Well, let's take a look. So you have the option of basically trying to have it more to the side, so that way they can have the feet close together, or just have them in the middle like I did here. Okay, so yeah, if the video just cut to this, that means I goofed up somewhere in making the video. Okay, so this is the first W5 I made, and this is just an example. Note, if you make a female spattien puppet, I suggest you use fabric with it. I'm drawing more fabric for the chest, basically. And by the way, you're probably wondering why the hands look like this and why they're so long. That's for info like this. These things are designed to be able to hold different things, even things that weren't meant for them to hold. Like take this thing for example. I don't want to use this one because I'm saving for something else. But take this for example. Because the way the hands are designed, it can hold stuff. By the way, if you want to know how to make a female spattien puppet, you just take two pieces. You just use hot glue. I'm not sure should I show example. I'm not sure what I get in trouble. But I'll leave that up to the art teacher. See you guys later. But before I go, I'll give you an example how the heads can look. Here's one, here's two, and here's another female spattien design I made. I just really like sunglasses. But yeah, you can do some cool stuff with the head designs. By the way, here's a look at the back of the head, just in case you needed some reference point information. So yeah, see you guys later. And that's how you make a spattien puppet. Oh, by the way, these the spattien puppet is borderline public domain. In other words, if it's not in the XVX verse, I give if it's not taking place in that continuity, which I'm working with, you guys have full creative freedom to do whatever you want with. I don't give a crap. I wish you guys good luck and see ya.